Om Shri Sai Ram. Today's topic is electric motor. Electric dynamo or generator means it converts mechanical energy to electrical energy. This is about electric generator. What is the principle of electric generator? Electromagnetic induction is the principle of electric generator. Now it is electric motor. What is motor? Motor is a device which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. What is motor? It converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. So motor, it requires electrical energy. That electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. Okay, what is the principle of this electric motor? That is the principle is force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. What is the principle? Force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Yes, what is the meaning? Force on a current carrying conductor. So conductor, that conductor which carries current. If it is carrying current means that mechanical force is act on that conductor. So force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. So what is the idea? Current carrying conductor we must kept in a magnetic field which experiences mechanical force. Yes, what is the principle? Current carrying conductor. If we keep current carrying conductor in a magnetic field which experiences magnetic field. Okay, let's we see one practical for that principle. Mary Ampere given one principle for electric motor. The principle, to show that principle, this setup is required. What is the setup? One stand and one is conductor, this one is conductor. Conductor means it allows the current to pass through them. So it is a conductor. Now this is a conductor. It is not a electric conductor or it is not carrying electric current. Where is this conductor? It is kept in between the magnets. There are two magnets. The magnet means there is a magnetic field. In between the magnet there is a conductor. Now in between the magnets there is one conductor. If I give one cell, one connection, if I give connection to this conductor, the cell is connected the south and north pole of magnetic field which experiences magnetic field. Then this cell which gives electric current because it has potential difference or potential. From that, if I give connection to this cell, now this becomes current carrying conductor. So current carrying conductor kept in between a magnetic field, what will happen? Just look at this. Look at the experiment. There is any movement in the conductor? No movement. If I connect this, there is a movement. Why? Where this mechanical force is created? How it is influenced? Because of the magnetic field. Not only magnetic field. So electric current carrying conductor or current carrying conductor, it is kept in between a magnetic field which experiences magnetic field. Which experiences magnetic field. Look at the experiment. Now there is a mechanical force. Look at the conductor. It experiences mechanical force. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಈಗ ಬರೀ ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ನ ಮಿಡ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈಗ ನಾನು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ? ಅದು ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಆ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ? ಯಾಕೆ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ. ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ? ಆ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಮತ್ತು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಏನಿದರ ಅರ್ಥ? ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟರ್ kept in between a magnetic field which experiences mechanical force. That is the principle of motor. What is motor? Electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. Electrical energy is converted into mechanical. How it is converted? Because of this. What is the setup? In a motor there is a magnets and a conductor. It is not single conductor, it is a coil. It consists coil. There are number of turns. So from the magnetic field, from the electric current, the magnetic field and electric field which influences mechanical force. This is the idea about electric motor. That is called motor principle. What is the motor principle? Force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. In an electric motor, there are two types of electric motor. One is DC motor and AC motor. In your syllabus, they given DC motor, but these DC motors are used in only toys. In the fan, in a mixie, in a DVD player, in these, all these devices uses AC motor, but it is very different one. In your syllabus, it is given DC motor. Okay, now this is DC electric motor. What is the setup of this DC electric motor? It is same as dynamo, DC dynamo. But there is a difference, slightly difference from that generator. North and south, these are the two magnets. In between the magnets, there is a coil. What is the shape of this coil? The shape of the coil is rectangular shaped, and it is named as ABCD. After that, there is two rings. That is, which type of rings? Half ring or full ring? This is half ring, or it is also called split ring. Then every ring which connected with two brushes. If it is a S1 and this is S2, these are two rings, and the brush is B1 and B2. AB is connected to S1, then CD is connected to S2. Then in between the brush, there is any galvanometer? Can I connect galvanometer? No. If I connect a galvanometer, it becomes generator. Now DC electric motor, it requires current. So one cell is required. One cell is required. This is the cell, plus and minus. Just look at the difference. DC electric motor, which contains only cell. The cell. The difference between this electric motor and generator is the dynamo or generator, which contains galvanometer, but in electric motor it requires cell. Why it requires cell? Because electric energy must be converted into mechanical energy. This is the idea. Force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. So force, mechanical force is required. For that, electric current is required. So it is a cell. Now this is a path of the rotation. This is the path of the rotation. Now current is given. How current flows in this circuit? Plus to minus. So current flows like this, plus to minus, then like this, then A to B, B to C, C to D, then S to B2 and B1. So current flows in the direction B to B1. How it rotates? Now, if current is given, then it must rotate. Why? Because mechanical energy must be created by the electrical energy. So electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy. If I given if circuit is complete, means the current flow through this circuit. If current flow through this circuit, means there is a coil, same as the experiment. There is a coil in between. Where is the coil? It is in between the magnets. So there is two magnets. In between the magnet there is a coil, rectangular coil. So this coil will rotate. Why it will rotate? Because of the principle. Force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. Force on a current carrying conductor. Yes, now this is a current carrying conductor because cell is given. So current carrying conductor. This current carrying conductor, it is kept in between a magnetic field. It is placed in between the magnetic field. So it will rotate. It feels the mechanical force. The force is applied to this coil and that coil will rotate. How will rotate? For this we must know the one rule, that is Fleming's left hand rule. What is the rule? Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's right hand and left hand. Both are different rules. The right hand rule is used for dynamo and left hand rule it is used for motor. Okay, so what it says? The Fleming's left hand rule says the thumb, forefinger, then middle finger of a left hand mutually perpendicular to each other, thumb which indicates the direction of mechanical force. What is what thumb represents? Thumb which indicates the direction of motion of a conductor or the force is acted. The force, the direction of the force. Then forefinger which indicates the direction of magnetic field. What is the forefinger which represents the direction of magnetic field. Then the middle finger which indicates the direction of electric current. So this is about Fleming's left hand rule. This is the Fleming's left hand rule. Thumb which indicates the direction of mechanical force. Then forefinger which indicates the direction of magnetic field. Then middle finger which indicates the direction of electric current. Now how I keep the hand, like this or like this? Like this, because the thumb which indicates the direction of mechanical force, then this third finger or middle finger which indicates the direction of electrical energy. What is the direction of electrical energy? A to B. So this finger, the middle finger which indicates the direction of electrical energy. So electrical energy which shows A to B. Now a current flows through this A to B. So we have to keep the hand like this. So this is the direction A to B. Now tell me, what is how this coil rotates, in the clockwise or anti-clockwise? That is the direction. Just look at this. If it is a coil, there is two types of rotation. One is like this. This is the anti-clockwise, or it rotates like this, clockwise direction. Now current flows like this. Current flows A to B. So the middle finger, thumb, which indicates the direction of mechanical force, so it rotates clockwise. It rotates clockwise. This is the direction. It rotates like this. So in first half cycle it rotates clockwise. What about the next half cycle? In the next half cycle also it rotates in the clockwise. So it continuously rotates, and the device, the motor which converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. So every motor which rotates because of this principle, force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. After the second cycle, setup is same, south and north, two magnets. In between the magnets there is a coil. There is one coil. Now tell me, AB comes downwards and CD goes upward. So this becomes DC BA, and it is connected to two rings. One is S1 and S2. It is connected to two brushes, B1 and B2. Just tell me, the brush B1 and B2, they have same place, B1 and B2. What about in the split rings? Every brush, it changes the rings. So B1 now it is connected to S2, B2 it is connected to S1. I explained in the DC generator how it works, DC. So AB is connected to S1 and CD is connected to S2. In between these two there is a cell. This is the path of rotation. Now current, how it flows, plus to minus. So current flows like this, D to C, then C to B and B to A and so on. So B to B1. Now what is how it rotates? Now there is a current, electric current. So current carrying conductor, it is kept in between. It is placed in between a magnetic field. So it experiences mechanical force. So it also rotates. What is how it rotates? Use the Fleming's left hand rule. Can I use like this? Yes, because current flows in D to C. Once again it rotates like that, clockwise direction. Once again it rotates clockwise. So first half cycle it rotates clockwise direction, and the next half cycle it is also rotates in the clockwise direction in the next, and further it rotates in a clockwise direction. So mechanical energy is created from where? Current carrying conductor in a magnetic field. So if we keep or placed current carrying conductor in between the magnetic field, it experiences mechanical force. This is the principle, and Fleming's left hand rule also called motor rule. It is also called motor rule. What is motor rule? First three fingers of a left hand, they mutually perpendicular to each other. The thumb which indicates the direction of mechanical force. Then forefinger which indicates the direction of magnetic field, then third finger or middle finger which indicates the direction of electrical energy. This is about motor rule and electric motor. In AC motor, this is the different from DC. It is not given in your syllabus. Now write some questions. What is motor? Write the principle of motor. Next question, state the principle of motor. Define Fleming's left hand rule. Write the difference between motor and dynamo. Sai Ram.